Spawning down in the bottom left possession of Beckett Industries, it is the Blue Zerg player, SERRAL, representing ENCE Esports. And his opponent, spawning up in the top right, representing Psystorm Gaming, it is Special in the red. And of course, SERRAL, one of the greatest foreigners of all time, incredibly skilled player, very, very well-renowned, well-rounded, one of the most complete players to ever touch the game. Special, very good in this preparation-based setup. So, you know, just definitely a good opportunity for him. On paper, SERRAL is going to be the heavy favorite, but Special, he can't be ignored. Now, this is one of those maps where you got to talk about the fact that there's a lot of advantages for Terran. You know, you got these positions for tanks here and here. A lot of really good places to put your siege tanks. Down at the bottom of the ramp here, potentially. Outside of these bases, there's just a lot of really strong Terran positions, I should say. But if Zerg can get their creep out past those positions, if you get creep out to here, and you can force the fights into mostly the middle of the map, it's not so bad. It is not so bad for Zerg after all. Now, getting there, that's the big challenge. But SERRAL, his mechanics are top shelf, top notch. Now, we are going to be seeing this Overlord just chilling at the natural for the moment. Just saying, you know what? I don't know if you're proxy raxing or not. I'm not going to take the risk. I'm just going to make sure there's nothing untoward coming my way. And, well, there isn't. But it's always good to cross your T's, dot your I's. First Reaper is making its way across the map. We do have the factory coming down. It is an entirely standard build order from both players. We're going to get those 4 lings popping on out. Of course, the short rush distance of Beckett Industries. Oh, that one drone actually picking the fight. Very interesting. SERRAL, that was a decision, actually. He tries to buy himself time knowing, you know what, I'm probably going to have to morph in a Spore Crawler. I'm going to keep my Zergling HP high for as long as I can. And then I'll have a Queen coming out. That was a very interesting decision. I actually really like that. And as a result, he doesn't lose anything. He knows he's going to have to morph that Spore Crawler regardless. That's actually a really cool little play. Oh, and oh my god, the drone actually almost gets the kill on that Reaper. 3 HP. And it's not going to be able to deny this base, I don't think, for very long at all. Yeah, SERRAL will secure that. Nice job. Nice job indeed. From the finisher. Now, we do have Special going straight up into that very fast third command center. Special going to be going for a 1-1-1 follow-up, so that starport will come down. No fast second barracks to try and get a little bit of map control with maybe a marine drop. Nothing like that. Not particularly surprising, but worth noting. Of course, it is going to be that reactor Hellion coming out here. You need that for the map control. How many Hellions will Special go for it? And is it going to be a Cloaked Banshee build? That's, generally speaking, the most common way to play this. If you want to go a little bit greedier, you can go for just like a Viking and go from there. But based on where he put the starport, yeah, he is going to be swapping those out. Very much expected. SERRAL did elect to double inject with his first Queens, which is a little bit outside of what is standard. And he's gone up to 4 Queens so far. Ooh. Hellion's thinking about darting on in here, but deciding, you know what, maybe we can't do that. Maybe that's not the best move. And it most certainly is not. As SERRAL does have some Zerglings here. A good number at that. Ready to deflect this. Ooh, is he going to wrap around and try and catch those Hellions? He does try that, but the Hellions are already... They've already retreated on out. Cute little move attempt from SERRAL. But, yeah, wasn't going to do too much. Now, this is a very quick landing. Oh, but SERRAL interrupts it for just a moment right there. Not a big deal, but just kind of a cute little move that happened. Now we are going to be seeing a layer coming down from the Zerg player. And I was going to say, this is kind of a pseudo 2-base Muta right here coming out of SERRAL. We'll be getting some very quick additional gases at this 3rd base. 5th and 6th gases already coming down. He did delay the 3rd a little bit. Kind of like a 2.5 base Muta at this point. Do we have any spore crawlers up? No, we do not. There's just one spore. And it is, just in the main base. We're getting some Baneling morphs. Just kind of safety banes in case those Hellions try and run by. I do like that SERRAL is taking down these rocks. That is a really, really good decision. Without doing so, it's going to be very difficult to fight really anywhere on the map. Seems like SERRAL... Oh, man, does he have an Overseer? He does, but where is it? He's going to already take quite a bit of damage. As I said earlier, there's no Spore at this base. 6, 7 drones getting taken down. This is a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. 9 drones to these Banshees. 10 drones. 11 drones. Holy crap. And a scout on the Spire. Oh, man, that is big. That is actually huge right there. And that's going to allow Special to get up some turrets. As long as he knows that was... He should know that was a Spire. Oh, man, if he could potentially get caught off guard by these Mutas. Ooh, that's a big wraparound attempt, but... Hellions are paying attention. Special's paying attention, and the Hellions are not going to be able to get too much more. This is a really good start for Special. This is... He kind of needs to win this map against SERRAL to have a good shot in this series. Ooh, Queen's a little bit far off Creep, but there is a Transfuse available. Creep continuing to kind of get held back. Bane speed is done. Still no Evo chambers here for SERRAL, but here come the Mutas. Oh god, where are the turrets? He's seen the Spire. Okay, this time he sees the Mutas. And, oh, you don't want to chase that. You want to go for damage here. God, that was actually very fortunate finding those Mutas, because now the turrets are under construction. He actually did not notice that he scouted the Spire. And all things considered, considering this kind of went unremarked, this should have been a lot better for Special than it has been. SERRAL, he's not all in with this. Make no mistake. Even though his, well, I mean, he could go all in. Okay, there we go. There we go. Double Evo coming down. I was going to say, his economy is pretty good. He's on a decent worker count. The main problem is it hasn't exploded yet, his economy, and he hasn't started those upgrades. But he will be starting those upgrades up very shortly. He is just building a lot of units right now, looking for maybe a big army crush, and then going to try and just hold map control for the rest of the game. Ooh, this is a nice find. Going to be able to find all 4 of those Hellions. Kind of got split off due to some awkward pathing. Tanks setting up in a nice spot. SERRAL has done a good job of keeping the creep kind of forward. Ooh, Baneling's not going to roll forward, but Special quickly reacting there. SERRAL looking for a snipe on one of these tanks. Not going to be able to find it, but he's doing a great job of just kind of keeping Special penned back with good movement. And he's kept this creep forward out in front of these very dangerous locations. And now we're going to see the Mutas running on in, as well as some Zerglings as well. 19 SCVs going down, and that is critical damage right there. Oh, Banshee not going to cloak, and it will go down. Special going to start clearing out more and more of this creep. He has started up his 2-2. SERRAL's got his own 1-1. About 40% of the way done. Not too bad. Mutas are going to dart back into the main base, and they're going to be able to go after this turret. Even with the mass repair, it should eventually go down. God, it takes a long time to kill that. Oh my god, the Mutas, they're actually... Okay, they do barely get through it at the end there. But really brute forced his way through that, and I think he loses 2 Mutas or so. But here comes the big attack coming in on Special's army. It is partially, if not mostly, on creep. Baneling's going to try and roll forward. They will stop their advance. Tank could have maybe target fired a little bit better on those Banelings, but that's actually most of the army of Special being used for that. And now we're seeing even more SCVs going down. The Mutas, they've effectively camped the production. Special, he kind of needs to win with just this army. He's only got 2 tanks in terms of splash damage. There is still a lot of Zerg here. Oh god, and more stuff is going down here for Special. He's only... No, he's on 8 barracks, actually. I was going to say he's only on 5 racks, but he's on 8. He's not producing really at all. And here we go. One potential last push. 1-1 does complete here for SERRAL. The first tank does go down. There's only now 1 remaining. It's got 19 kills, but it's going to need so much more than that. And Special is continuing to lose more and more. He's on single-digit workers very shortly. Oh, this is just brutal. Workers killed has been 60 in this game, and SERRAL will take game number 1. A great showing from him and a great start to this series. Spawning up in the top right position of Jagannatha. Representing Ents, it is SERRAL in the blue. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom left, representing Psystorm Gaming. Give it up for Special in the red. Ooh, and look at this. Low ground supply depot. Okay, Special has a build that he is quite fond of, where he likes to go for 2 racks Reaper. He'll build the racks here, and he'll build the racks here. And he will try and get as much damage done with that as possible. And there's some cool number of Reapers. So 3 Reapers is a number that allows you to 2-shot workers. 2 Reapers allows you to 3-shot workers. And then 6 Reapers allows you to 1-shot workers. Now, will we see anything like that? Not necessarily, but there is a good chance. Second barracks. Bing, bang, boom, there it is. Now, SERRAL, he has gone for a gas pool here. He is kind of anticipating some aggression from Special. Maybe not like this, but this is something we're seeing more and more from non-Korean players, non-Korean Zergs in particular, is a little bit more flexibility in their openings against these Terran players. Especially against Korean Terrans. And while, of course, Special is Mexican, he's from Mexico, he does adopt the Korean mantra of play very much so. So he will follow the meta, so to speak, of Korean players. So something like Proxy 2 racks, very, very common in that Korean meta. And while it's not exactly the same build, it's not a Proxy 2 racks, it is a 2 racks Reaper. And that is, of course, going to delay the expansion, going to be looking to get something done. Now, this could potentially still be okay for Special because link speed is away. Oh, wow. SERRAL is actually continuing to mine gas right here with 2 drones. Is he going to go for a fast Overlord speed with this? That is a very real possibility. How many Reapers is Special going to go up to as well is another important thing to pay attention for. First Reaper will get on up into the main base. And it's going to get shoved back. We do have 4 Zerglings kind of sneaking out on this side of the map. SERRAL, okay, he's pulled 1 additional drone off of gas. Special going to get up into the main base. And I think we will see that Overlord speed very shortly. Basically, once this queen pops, that's when I'm expecting this to come down. These 4 Zerglings, have they scouted anything? No, they have not. In fact, SERRAL has no idea what is going on at his opponent's front. It is going to be 3 Reapers coming in here, and there is that 2-shot potential. Oh, he's... Okay, there we go. He does grab 2 drones. Was that worth it? Not entirely sure. Okay, if he can get another... Ooh, nice save from SERRAL. Oh, great saves from SERRAL. And he kills off another Reaper. Okay, now I'm feeling this quite a bit for Special. Or for SERRAL, I should say. And he might even get this last Reaper. Oh, is it going to be able to jump up to the high ground? 2 HP, 1 more hit. Is it going to get away? SERRAL, he wasn't actually paying attention. Didn't see the Reaper cut to the left. And that's not so bad. Oh, wow, we're going to see 2 more Reapers rebuilt. What? That's a little bit strange to me from Special. Oh, oof. Yeah, that's too many Zerglings. If he walked out there, he would lose every single Marine. Yeah, that's 13 Zerglings, and those would easily beat that. Now, I do believe we're going to be seeing... Oh! He's going to turn this into a Hellbat push. This is something that's kind of cool, and I actually like the addition of the Reapers with this. Mostly because Reapers can be very, very powerful with their grenades against Banelings. But we're going to have an Overlord with speed coming into the main base very shortly. And that's going to see exactly what's coming in. This is pretty unfortunate. Oh! Unless, of course, that does get deflected by those Marines. SERRAL with an interesting rally here. Oh man, this is a little bit far from ideal. Okay, there we go. He does kind of fix that rally. Does he have a Bane Nest? He does. But he needs to actually morph Banelings in order to be able to deal with this. A couple of Creep Tumors are going to finish up just before the army arrives. And there we go. Hellbat Morph is going to come in. We do see 5 Banelings morphing in. Oh, a beautiful little wall from SERRAL right here. That is going to help him quite a bit. He needs to buy time for this. He is up 9 drones. But he is going to lose a few of them at this third base. Oh, that is actually quite a bit of damage already coming down. Special finding pretty good value with this. 7, 8 drones going down. And the Banelings, they will roll forward. Well, not roll, I guess waddle forward. Nice hot pick up there from Special. But most of this is going to be cleaned up. That one Hellbat will get healed. Medivacs healing Hellbats. Doing the best they can. And I was going to say, I think we should see Special actually chill on this. I think he's done about all he can. We do see the Rescout coming back in here. More barracks being added on. There is a 3rd command center already on the way. Quite far along, in fact. SERRAL, he's going to be going for mutas once again, adding on 4 more gases and that Spire. Ooh, there come those 3 Reapers. Baneling plus Zergling. Oh, well, it's actually going to do pretty well. Specifically the Baneling, splashing on all 3 of those Reapers. Takes out one of them, almost gets a second. Almost gets all 3, to be honest. Now, the one thing that's really nice for SERRAL is that Special, his upgrades are so delayed. Just now starting those. And normally when you go for a Spire, you're expecting your upgrades to be quite a bit behind. But I would say more so than they are right now. Ooh, nice Overlord poop right there. Going to be blocking that expansion. And SERRAL, he's going to rotate out this Overlord. Oh my god. That is actually very cool. Meanwhile, we do have Medivac drop into the main base. It is about 13 Marines. And this is going to be a little bit difficult to deal with for SERRAL. We are seeing the Hellbats moving back in on the left. Where... Oh man, SERRAL doesn't have much on the ground. It's just these Queens, and they will be very, very helpful. They are going to deflect the main base, but Hellbats in the 3rd. 5 drones have already gone down, 6 drones. This is actually a fair bit of a follow-up damage. Special he's getting a lot of work done. Oh, the Hellbats! Oh my god, they get a huge shout. Will they be able to get more? Oh, just barely not. SERRAL holding on by the skin of his teeth. But he kept all of these Marines alive, and now these Widow Mines are going to burrow. They get some pretty big connections on those Queens. This is actually looking really dicey. SERRAL's in a lot of trouble right now. Is Special just going to overwhelm on Jagannatha right here? Oh, the Banelings are trying to roll in. They do manage to force these up into the Medivacs. Is there any detection for these Widow Mines? I don't believe so. SERRAL, he is down 30 army supply, and he has traded very cost inefficiently. And that's going to be it. GG is called. Special evens the series at 1 apiece. And we are going to game number 3, all evened up. Well played right there from Special. Spawning it at the top of 2000 Atmos. The Blue Zerg player, it is SERRAL, representing ENCE Esports. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom left, sending out a couple of SCVs, or at least the one. It is the Red Terran player from Sidestorm Gaming, Special. And I talked about this in game number 2. He does like the Korean meta of ZVT. And he's going to be sending out 2 of these SCVs for proxy racks. But look at what SERRAL's doing with his scouting pattern. He is going to see this immediately. He's going to see this as the barracks is thrown down. And will he pull drones? This is early enough to pull drones, 100%. Okay, 2 drones are going to get pulled here. He will still go for a hatch first. God, this is an insanely, insanely quick scout. And 2 drones is a nice number when it's this early because you can still disrupt this so much. Normally, the number of drones you want to pull is like 4. But in this case, the SCVs have to be constructing for quite a bit longer. And we're already going to see one of those SCVs forced to stop. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is looking really bad. They're going to get forced completely off. Special. He's going to cancel these barracks. Oh, my God. This is as disastrous as it comes right here. And he's going to turn this into a command center first, but it is a very, very late command center first. This is so unbelievably good for SERRAL. And I think in this case, I think you can actually cut the gas and go straight up to a 3rd hatch. I think he could just absolutely go insane greed. Honestly, if you hadn't built his pool, I'd be saying you could go 3 hatch before pull with this. Like, he shut it down that hard. Oh, man, this is brutal for Special. Now, is the game over? Not necessarily. Is it a big hole to climb out of? Abso-freaking-lutely. This is not looking good. This is not looking good in the slightest. Now, what are some ways that Special can try and come back in this one? You know? Maybe look to his success in Game 2. Hellbats. Or just kind of some weird aggression overall. The one thing I will say as well is this does create a situation where neither player is really going to know too much about what's going on. We do see SERRAL cutting Zerglings here, and he's right to do so. He is right to do so. Skipping. Oh, wait. Oh, he built 2 Zerglings. Okay, okay. So he still cuts 1 pair of Zerglings. Just going to be grabbing the watchtowers with the ones that he did build. Which, you know, I'm okay with. SERRAL going to see the SCVs mining as well as the mule getting thrown down. And he may even be able to cut up into the main base and see this very quick 3rd command center coming down from Special. That would be extraordinarily good information. Special, he just was kind of like, you know what, if you're doing something crazy, guess I'm dead. Like, yeah, and to his credit, SERRAL's not doing anything particularly crazy. But if it were a pull first into roaches, Special would be in a lot of trouble. He did build a bunker, which of course, and this bunker actually covers so much on this map. It covers everything, actually. It's even in range of, like, units at the top of the ramp, pretty much. Like, this is a really good bunker. But this is still an uncomfortable situation for Special. Now, he is going to be going into a tech lab. Most likely swapping off that starport. Yep, there it goes. And SERRAL, excellent. Excellent scout. Going to see that 3rd command center. Going to see the swap on. Won't see whether Cloak is started up or whether it's something like BC's. But I think he can infer pretty easily that it's going to be Banshees. Oh, Special actually kind of juked in a weird direction. Could have gotten himself in trouble there. But SERRAL, he was respecting his opponent's Hellion Micro, and he just says, yeah, I'm just getting out of here. Which is probably the right call. Oh, it's going to be a Raven here. This is a little bit unconventional. Cool, but definitely unconventional. So what you're going to be doing with this, you're just going to be trying to clear out as much creep as Terranly possible to, you know, just claim map control. Just do what you can. Just be a nuisance. Just make stuff happen. SERRAL, once again, going for very quick all 6 gases. He is really loving this, what appears to be, once again, Mutaplay. Ooh, he is going to be getting Spore Crawlers this time. In game number 1, he did kind of get bamboozled a little bit by those Banshees. Banshees finding quite a few kills. Not enough to actually win Special the game, but a lot of kills. Now, once this Raven gets revealed, SERRAL's going to realize, like, ah, crap. And does he cancel this Spore? No, he does not. I don't even think he's seen the Raven yet. No, he should know because his Creep Tumors got picked off. But it's one of those things where it's got to be extremely, extremely quick. All things considered, Special's not in a bad position. Considering his proxy racks got scouted and immediately shut down by a very small commitment from SERRAL, he's in a totally playable position. Ooh, getting supply block though. That is not what you want. For anyone who's not familiar, getting supply block disrupts your build massively, more than anything else. Well, that's not true. Short of not actually spending your money, it's about the worst thing that can happen. Ooh, Hellions are going to go for the run by. The Raven actually gets picked off right there. This will be a lot of drones going down potentially. There are a couple of Banelings kind of just waiting in at the top of the ramp. One of them does connect on a Hellion, takes it on out. Banelings do incredible damage to Hellions, by the way, in case you are unfamiliar. Still, the pickoff on the Raven, very worthwhile. Looks like 2 SCVs went down on the other side of the map to that very small Ling counterattack. Special did go for a lot of Hellions here, and he is really looking to get more than this done. And the Lings are a little bit stacked up. Nice splits from SERRAL, though. Special, good micro on those Hellions, but now the Mutas are about to pop out. Will he be able to find anything in the meantime? Oh, the Hellions, they may not see these Mutas. Big stim getting thrown down right there. This is a little bit dicey for SERRAL. He does have Bane speed. 1-1-4 Special not yet done, nor is Combat Shields. In fact, Combat Shields is not started up. That is a bit of an oversight. And these Mutas, they are going to get in at that third base. They're going to be able to find a turret and a couple of units. Meanwhile, Bane speed will not be able to connect. Nice target fire from Special. And in fact, the Hellion plus Marine Micro doing very well. But there we go. The Hellions do get cleaned up. Meanwhile, Mutas popping on into the main base here. They're going to actually find quite a few Marines and 4 SCVs. Have any of the Mutas gone down? No, they have not. Excellent Muta retention from SERRAL. We are going to be seeing a second factory starting on up here for Special. Well, finishing on up, I should say. And, yep, should be those drilling claws coming on down. That's exactly what we'll see. The Combat Shields does get noticed here. Oh, that Widowmine does not manage to fire its shot. That is a really, really good connection there for SERRAL. And he's quite far ahead at this point. He's up 12 workers. He's up almost 20 army supply. And his 1-1, it is underway. The 2-2 of Special is on the way as well. But, man, this is not a good situation. We are seeing Overlord speed coming on in, which is going to help for those Overseers. Going to make sniping Widowmines a whole lot easier. And these NG bays are a little bit exposed. Oh, nice job from SERRAL. Just darts in, snipes off a Marine, and just gets on out. No problem. Oh, this Widowmine. Oh, Widowmine does get found in the middle of the map. Nice job from SERRAL. He shows up with that Overseer. And, well, I got a bad feeling about these Banelings right here. I don't think they're going to achieve their hopes and dreams.
Ready for dust off.
Widowmine did have vision for the moment. And SERRAL, he actually hides those Banelings. Drilling Claws is going to complete here. We got +1 flyer attack for the Mutas as well. Finishing on up here. SERRAL controlling this watchtower on the right side. Ooh, the Mutas do come in here. They do wipe that Widowmine. And now the Banelings plus Mutas are going to try and come in here and take out as many Marines as they can. Cool little move here from SERRAL. That was actually really nice. He picks off a couple of stray Marines with the Mutas. That was just really great. And now we've got, oh ho ho ho, Burrow coming down from SERRAL. That can be a really powerful, powerful weapon in the Zerg arsenal. And we actually see SERRAL getting ready to burrow some Zerglings at these outlying bases. Mutas thinking about going in, but there are Marines in position. Good job from Special. SERRAL. Ooh, there we go. Double Burrow Bane. We'll be watching for those. Those are a secret tool for later. Ooh, Drilling Claw Widowmines. Trying to get on in here. Not going to be able to find too much. Barely finding anything at all, in fact. Where are the Mutas? Oh, they're going to come all the way home to deal with this medevac. And, you know, I'm actually okay with that. Widow Mines will get spotted here, as well as the drop. Does get taken down. Oh! Did we see... Okay, no, it looks like SERRAL unburrowed those banelings. Yeah, there's no way he didn't... Oh, nice scan. And actually a good thing that he did unburrow those banelings. I would have just lost more. Oh, but there we go. There's a nice connection. Connecting on a few Marines and 2 of the Widow Mines, softening them up, allowing the Ling Bane of SERRAL to clear them on out. SERRAL's actually trading so much more cost efficiently in this game than Special. And that is not something you are supposed to see in ZVT. Oh god, look at this massive pincer movement getting set up here. He is looking to just engulf this army. Army value, even though the army supplies favor Special, the army value of SERRAL is so much higher. He's got so many banelings, 52 banelings. More of them are completing here. And there's not a whole lot of splash damage here. It's basically just these couple of Widow Mines. And they're currently not with the army. There they go. They will advance on up. God, this is looking really, really tough here for Special. +2 flyer weapons. Finishes on up. Flyer attacks. And 2-2 is almost done. Oh, wow. We actually see SERRAL. He manages to get a nice connection on a good portion of the army. Special has put a scary force together. God, SERRAL's army positioning is so good. The way he just moves his army around to constantly threaten counterattacks. Oh, the banelings, they are not going to be able to get the connection. And SERRAL, he kind of just recognizes that and just goes for what he can on the army. Buys himself some time with the mutas. He will deny concussive shells, which is not a huge deal, but it's a nice little find. And he's going to be able to find damage in this main base. These are +2 mutas, as I said. 15 SCVs going down during all this. And SERRAL, look at how far his creep spread is. Special, if he wants to go for an all-in counterpunch, he's going to be so committed trying to make that happen. And, oh, we do see one of these turrets getting immediately taken out. Second one will get repaired. Oh, man, this is looking really, really good for SERRAL in game number 3. Nice repair here from Special, but more SCVs are going to go down. Here comes what could be an all-in push. God, Special, he is losing. Oh, the Bane. Oh, my God. Ling's getting in on this third base. Going to find so much. And here, that will trigger SERRAL to go for it. He's going to crash in on the Thor, some of the Marines, and all of the Marauders. All the Marauders getting cleaned up. We do see mutas kind of stalling out the reinforcements of Special. And Special, he is so all in. He's down like 50 workers, but he's on even army supply. Mutas, oh, that's not the play for SERRAL right there. Not paying attention. Does lose all of them. Does that create an opening, though? Not really. Ultras are on the way. Oh, the Widow Mines. They burrow, but they get obliterated immediately. And SERRAL, he is just gonna try and overrun this army. It is so far forward on creep. And that's just too much. Special's got nothing left with his attacking force. He gets into the medevacs with a small amount of bio. But there is just way too much SERRAL here. And he has traded not the most cost-efficiently, but cost-efficiently enough considering the fact that, oh my god, he actually killed the 3rd command center. His opponent's economy is just down in the tubes. And he even baits out the Widow Mine. Great move from SERRAL right there. Special. He is retreating, trying to hold on. The Widow Mines get some good connections, but it's not going to be enough. It's 3-2 right now for Special. SERRAL looming with his 3-3. He's already got chitinous plans. He's already got adrenal glands. He's got 2-1 on his mutas, which is why it's such a shame that he lost them. Oh my god, 29 more banelings morphing in. There is just way too much here for SERRAL. Special. What does he have? What does he have? He killed off this top base. Great. Excellent. Not enough. SERRAL still on 5 bases, retaking a 6th right now. While Special, he has landed his main command center back at his 3rd base. So this base is already heavily mined out. A couple of changelings getting spotted right there. Good job from Special. He can't even afford to heal up his own army all the way. Look, the medevacs are just out of energy. They're just trying to desperately top this off. And here comes the last move on Special's economy. Obliterating the planetary fortress. SERRAL. He just needs to hold off against this one push. He even drones up a little bit more to 90 drones versus 24 SCVs. And army value, it is quite close, all things considered, but this is just way too much stuff from SERRAL. SERRAL still has a bank. He's adding on more and more banelings. That army value is going to shoot up momentarily. Yeah, now it almost doubles his opponent. And fighting on creep, not the way, but Special doesn't have any choice. SERRAL has too much, and GG is going to get called. We are looking at a 3-2 scoreline here a 2-1 scoreline here for SERRAL. Spawning down in the bottom right position of Romanticide. It is the blue Zerg player. Give it up for ENCE Esports, SERRAL. And his opponent, spawning up in the top left, representing Psystorm Gaming. It is Special in the red. This is a pretty good series. Gotta say, some great games coming out from both players. SERRAL showing why he is one of the better, if not best, players in the world. And Special honestly putting up a pretty good fight. But SERRAL's proving why he's SERRAL, you know? He looks really good. He looks really, really quality right now. Now, if I'm Special, there's no way I'm doing a proxy 2 racks again. I would just be so tilted by how that went. SERRAL predicted exactly where Special was going to put it. And there's a lot of mind games that went into that. Special, quite well known for studying his opponents. And SERRAL probably knew that. So he probably knew that, normally speaking, that's where Special would want to put that proxy racks. So SERRAL checks there first and gets massively rewarded for it. Another thing, something you can do when you're proxy raxing, and we're seeing a lot more players do it recently, put your barracks in a position right next to each other where they're also against a wall. So there's a lot of surface area where drones can't reach. So the denial that happened in that game number 3 can't happen again. Can't really be repeated. Unfortunately, Special did not do that, and he did get pretty harshly punished. What are some good examples of spots like that? Okay, somewhere like here, and, well, ideally you want the 2 barracks right next to each other. So yeah, maybe it's just here and here. Of course, we do see SERRAL checking in a lot of locations for proxy racks once again, looking all over the map. Does not want to get bamboozled by that once more. Well, doesn't want to get bamboozled by it at all, as he has not yet been bamboozled. Only one bamboozling has occurred, and it was on Jagannatha. Kind of funny, the Zerg picked map going to the Terran, and the Terran picked map in Beacon Industries going to the Zerg. Just goes to show anything can happen in a game of StarCraft 2. We do have a very fast third command center coming down once again. Oh, nice job from Special, recognizing that mule. Not going to get a full mining time trip in and be able to return those minerals. So does just stop its mining. Now look at this. Very quick second factory. Is this going to be a Blue Flame Hellion build? I'm thinking that's what we're going to see. And SERRAL, he says, you know what? You've been tricky this whole series. I'm gonna Overlord Speed Scout you. And while it didn't get him the information in time in Game 2, it was the correct call, as Special was going for something a little bit wonky. And it's going to be absolutely the correct call in Game number 4. And he's going to get into the main base, and he's going to see this factory basically not 15 seconds after it finished. Oh god, that is such good information. And SERRAL with the double Overlord Scout to make sure he gets that full scout. And bing, bang, boom, finds it, finds the tech lab, finds the second factory. We should be seeing a Rotorn coming down momentarily. And there it does come. That is... God, this is just such good information from SERRAL. Excellent scouting. We see why he is the way that he is. Oh, look at this. Special. He's going to mix it up. It is not going to be Blue Flame Hellions. This is going to be a battle mech opening. And that is pretty cool. That is not something we see often anymore. But Roaches are still going to be a good response against this. The Magfield Accelerator, though, means that Zerglings are going to be a lot stronger against this than one would expect. Now, what? Stim. So he's still going to go bio with this. Okay, this is a little bit insane. Committing to the Magfield Accelerator and still going bio. That kind of boggles my mind. Now we do see the Scout Denial coming on in here. Yeah, it is going to be bio. Yeah, 2 more barracks. I was going to say this could be a fake stim, but it's not. It's not at all. And God, this is just some kind of crazy right here from Special. We do see a Hellion going down for Roach right there. Ling's looking for a counterattack, but recognizing that Special kind of backs off, and he says, "Oh yeah, okay, no, I can't. You might be coming back home. You might be looking to cut off anything like this." God, this is so crazy to me. 3 Cyclones and Magfield Accelerator while going bio. That is actually just mind blowing to me. And SERRAL, he is quite sure that his opponent is going mech, and by all accounts, this is a mech build. This is a mech build. Now, mech not popular in the current meta because it's not very good. It's not all that strong at the moment. Until someone shows us the way. Oh, nice cancel, though, coming in on that 4th base. Ling's looking for potentially a wraparound, but nope, they're not going to go for it. Oh, now they will. And they are going to be able to get the pincer action on this. They are really, really nicely microed right there. Special does manage to slither his way out. But that takes out most of the Hellions. 4 of them do retreat on out, but their HP was very, very low. That means that he cannot stick around because the threat of another Ling wraparound is just too great. We are going to be seeing a +1 Carapace coming down. Ooh, he actually... Okay, so SERRAL gets the Scout here. Sees what is up. He sees the bio play, and he cancels that +1 missile, adds on Carapace, and adds on a 2nd Evo Chamber. So he is going to be transitioning into Ling Bane. He did see this before it was too late. He already got the Infestation bit, so he's just like, okay, well, I've already committed to that. I'm going to start up a very quick Hive. And that's the right call. 100% the right call. He's already got some great creep spread here, so that's going to help him a lot against this bio play. Anyways, he's already knocked down these rocks and these ones. So, yeah, he's cruising. Special's very, very crazy build is not going to catch his opponent off guard. Now, he's going to follow this up with a very aggressive move with an 8 racks, an 8 barracks push. Just going to be so many Marines and double tank production. This is about as all-in as you can get off of 3 bases. This is going to be all the resources of Special committing to this attack setup. And SERRAL, he's going to have Bane Speed. He's going to have a Hive, which means he could get Vipers or Adrenal Glands. He could get both, in fact. And in fact, he can afford both. Ooh, it's going to be a very quick Ultra Cavern coming down. There we go, Adrenal Glands as well. Of course, that Zergling attack speed upgrade. Ooh, this is a very late Armory right here. And that's going to allow SERRAL to really catch up in this upgrade setup. And it will be 3 Vipers coming down as well. This is going to be a really excellent response to what Special's doing out of SERRAL. The Magfield Accelerator Cyclones, they really haven't gotten much done, by the way. Resources lost does favor Special by a bit, but I mean, he committed a lot of resources to that, so, and a lot of early game resources. SERRAL starts up his +2 Carapace. Basically, he actually starts it up a little bit before his opponent's +2 attack, +2 bio attack. Oh my god, look at how late this Combat Shields is from Special as well. That's going to make fighting for the next probably minute and a half a very big no-no. And speaking of which, we actually see SERRAL getting a big jump on his opponent's army, able to take out all but 2 Marines right there. And they barely survive. barely survived by the skin of their teeth. SERRAL already setting up for a great concave. Both players are approaching max as, well, SERRAL maxes out, but he's got 4 Ultralisks on the way. Chitinous Plating coming in. Would love to see him start up that +2 melee as well. +2 armor is now on the way. We do see a Lingbane counterattack, or rather a cutoff trying to come in. And especially, he did add on a 4th command center, so he's not completely all in with this. But this is a situation where you're trying to push off of this location. Chitinous Plating not yet done. SERRAL setting up for a big wraparound. Oh, this is going to be a huge counterattack coming in from the finisher. These Banelings will connect on a couple Marines. No, not really. But he gets into the mineral line, which is the big deal. And he even clears out a tank. 16 SCVs going down. SERRAL, he is going to try and run on into the natural. He's finding more and more SCVs. Make it 18. Zerglings will all get dealt with here. And SERRAL is going to lose... Oh, look at that burrow. He burrows and saves 3 Zerglings. Burrows over here on the bottom side as well. SERRAL playing excellent, excellent StarCraft right here. He does start that +2 melee very, very late, but he still might be able to make something happen here. Looks like he did get a nice little abduct. I think he'd love at this point to trade out his roaches. Chitinous Plating is done. We do have Parasitic Bomb coming in on one of those medevacs. Actually connecting. Oh my god, getting a lot of damage done to those medevacs. That is rather sloppy from Special. And a couple of abducts on some Cyclones. Ooh, there is the Parasitic Bomb. Will finish off one of the medevacs. Oh, 2 of the medevacs, in fact. Oh, and another 2. Oh my god. He loses 3 medevacs in total right there to that Parasitic Bomb, that second one. SERRAL, very, very patient right here. He starts up his +3 Carapace as well. +2 armor and +1 vehicle weapons. Not yet done. And SERRAL's going to go for another attack here. He does drop some Corrosive Biles to take down that Liberator. Will get it. Man, these Zerglings, they're coming in. They're causing such a huge problem for Special. 2 tanks will get taken on out here. Those Adrenal Glands Lings causing such a huge problem. Blinding Cloud and Abduct coming in here for SERRAL, and he is going to be able to envelop this army. There are still 4 tanks in the back, but there's nothing to cover them, and they will get taken down here. A couple of Banelings do splash in on top of them. Not ideal usage from SERRAL, but he has killed so much of his opponent's stuff. He still has a little bit of a bank. He is still maxed out, and Special dropping below 100 supply, knows the writing's on the wall. GG is going to get called, and he is now at the threat of being eliminated, down 3-1. Spawning up in the top right position of Oxide. It is the blue Zerg player. Give it up for NC Sports SERRAL. And his opponent. Spawning down in the bottom left, representing Psystorm Gaming. It is Special in the red. And Oxide, it is a pretty short rush distance map. 2 base pushes, very, very powerful here. If you can fight around these rocks, tank positions, strong here, strong here, strong here, and even just anywhere around these rocks, if you can keep those from getting taken down. It's all just difficult for Zerg to engage into. Now, will Special go for something like that? Unclear. Kind of hope that he does, but we'll have to see. Now, Special has been shown to do some crazy stuff here. That Megfield Accelerator build in game number 4, I feel like that was... I feel like it was impromptu, but against SERRAL, like... I talked about it at the beginning of the series, that Special is a very, very cool, very good preparation-based player, but SERRAL was just not deterred by that. This was a really, really impressive display of what makes him such a good player, and that is that scouting. That consistent, always making the right call. And that's tough to do. That is really tough to do when your opponent is throwing so many different weird things at you. It's just such a challenge. Such a challenge. But he's done it. He's done it. It was really just that one game where things didn't go exactly according to plan. And to Special's credit, he was able to exploit that. He was able to kind of get under the armor of SERRAL and just kind of peel it up, you know, just peel that little small opening in the armor. Now we are seeing a standard Reaper opening from Special. Will he be able to do anything with this? It's an important question. Unclear. SERRAL with a nice quick worker pull here. If he can, he'd like to avoid morphing in any Spore Crawlers, but he is forced to do so. Good job from Special. Ooh, and Special thinking about dart back in as that Spore Crawler is canceled. But SERRAL, he's got the queen popping out. He's going to be able to prevent that. No biggie. Something very interesting we're seeing from SERRAL, by the way, is the fact that he's double injecting consistently now. He's not even trying to get down the creep turn. He starts up a very quick third queen and delays his third hatchery a little bit, but yeah, not normal, so to speak. Air quotes. Oh. Ooh la la. Proxy starport coming in here, as well as a second barracks. What is this going to be, a reactored proxy starport? Okay, it's going to be a medevac. Hellion drop? It's got to be, right? Yeah, he's going up to 4 Hellions. This is very cool. This is actually very, very nifty. We are seeing a quick Baneling Nest coming down, as well as a second gas out of SERRAL. God, that's one of the things about being one of the best players in the world, is that players are going to start doing weirder things to you. They're gonna try and find ways to open up your defenses. Oh God, this Overlord. If it's... Oh, are we gonna see this medevac get spotted? Yes, we will. That is so big for SERRAL. Oh, but he... Hello? He's not responding. Oh my goodness, he may not have realized that this is actually a Hellion drop. He's sending everything to deal with this Reaper. Okay, never mind. He does have Lings in the main base. Nicely split as well. And look at how he approaches that engagement so patiently, saying, I just need to prevent damage. That's all I need to do. And he actually gets a lot of damage in on that medevac. This was a very cool build from Special once again. And SERRAL, not gonna be perturbed. Not going to be bothered by this. And I feel like this is going to go into like a 2-base, if not all-in, heavy aggression build. Yeah, there's an engineering bay at the front, just the one. This is going to be a very heavily committed push. And Special, yeah, there we go. 2 additional barracks. Should even potentially see a 5th barracks, I think. Yeah, there it is. At the natural expansion. He's not even going to get this gas? Okay, there we go. I was going to say, it would be a little weird if he didn't, because you need gas units. That's what makes your push scary, is Liberators and Siege Tanks and Medevacs and, you know, upgrades like Stim and Combat Shields, all of which cost gas. You need that gas. You need that gas. Now SERRAL, he has gone for a very quick Baneling speed here off of his 2 gases, adding on a 3rd and 4th one as well. And he's going to be going up into 1-1 upgrades pretty soon. This is a really cool build here out of Special. But look at this. SERRAL, he is going to scout it. He's going to see the 2 additional barracks. And that's going to let him know, yeah, there's something funky coming my way. He's already taken down these rocks that make things so difficult to engage into. And he even finds a Marine of his opponent. This is looking so good for SERRAL right here in game number 5. Special. Oh, man. He doesn't really have much of anything going for him. I would love to see SERRAL, yeah, definitely complete taking down those rocks if he can. He does send some Zerglings into the main base, and that, well, it's actually to deal with a Liberator. Ooh, SERRAL does eat a single shot, but this is still a good defense right there from SERRAL. Well, that one Liberator is not quite going to get the kill, but does force the Queen away. And that's annoying. That's a very annoying thing to deal with. Oh, and now the Queens are going to come on forward here. SERRAL will be able to Potentially... Oh, he is going to be able to kill off that Liberator. Really, really good control right there from SERRAL. Very, very quick to getting out of the way here. And +1 weapons is done. We do have these double tanks coming on forward. SERRAL, though, he's got so many Banelings here to deal with this. And they have their Baneling speed, 25 of them. God, this is a perfect response from SERRAL. And especially, he is going to be very hard-pressed to get anything done. We've already got 1-1 quite far along here for SERRAL. It's about 60% of the way done. If that completes, we're going to see an upgrade lead for the Zerg player to go along with that army value lead. Now the creep is slowly but surely getting pushed back here. SERRAL, he doesn't actually have that great of vision. Well, actually that's not true. He sees, yeah, I was just going to say Special really needs to spread, clean up more of this creep spread. And he is going to push it all the way back. SERRAL just going pure unit production right here to try and hold this off. That is, of course, the right call. He needs every unit he can get to deal with this. If he gets up to this 1-1, it is going to be so difficult for Special, though. 1-1 will complete, and that should trigger, or may trigger, an attack coming in here from SERRAL. Look at this. Here we go. He's got a massive surround coming in from 3 different angles. It is mostly off creep. One of the tanks already going down, though. A second one is surrounded. Banelings actually going to splash on the tanks to ensure they go down, and SERRAL crushes this fight, and he will be able to hold on here against this very heavily committed 2-base push. He starts up 2-2 as well with this. This is just an incredible position from SERRAL. Special does have a 3rd base, but he's got nothing to really defend it. Ooh, I don't know if I like SERRAL pushing in here, but he's got the upgrade lead. I mean, he's going to be able to find a little bit. He forces the liftoff once again on these units. More Banelings rolling on in. Is Special going to be able to hold on? He does kind of close the door behind his opponent. Oh, SERRAL gets decent Baneling connections there at the end. He is kind of feeding in here piecemeal. Not the best situation for SERRAL. But he finds 2 SCVs. He finds a good number of depots. Well, a couple of depots. Is that worthwhile? Probably not. But is it fine? Definitely. It is. This is definitely totally fine for SERRAL. Now, his creep spread has been heavily hindered, and he needs to really, really respread that as soon as possible, and he will be able to do so. Zerglings are going to come on home here to deal with this. More and more creep spread is being kind of shoved back here. This is still SERRAL absolutely in the driver's seat. He's gone up to now 73 drones. Excellent play from the Finnish player. And this is why so many people call him the GOAT. He is just so good at recovering from uncomfortable situations and so good at making the right call. We are going to be seeing Special trying to clear out some of this creep, but look at how far forward it is once again. He might not even be able to clear out all this creep. No, he will... Well, actually, wow, yeah, he clears out a lot of tumors there. But SERRAL, he's going to be able to Oh, the Banelings connect. That is really bad for Special. He needed so desperately for that to hold on. Oh, and now SERRAL, yeah, he just respreads a whole bunch of creep. Kind of an ugly pattern that he puts down, but what doesn't really matter. Who really cares? He gets that creep back down, and he's going to save most of it. And now his 2-2 will complete. He's got the ability to go up into Hive, starts it up immediately. Liberator does grab 4 kills, which is pretty nice. Oh, but it's outranged, I think, by this Queen. Yes, it is. And that will eventually go down. Finds 3 more drones, but that's not enough. SERRAL, he's up army supply. He's up workers. He is just in control of this game completely. He's even got a 5th base, while his opponent is on, I would say, a poor man's 3rd, which is like a... no gas 3rd, very low economy. Actually, if we take a look at the income graph, yeah, it tells a very, very sad story here for Special. He has not really been in the lead at all in this game, and in the last, what, 5-6 minutes, he has just been falling further and further behind. SERRAL, he is on the verge of knocking out Special here, of taking this series. Tanks are in a nice position in the middle of the map, but SERRAL doesn't even need to fight there. He can just afford to fight on creep, and that's pretty much it. We will see these Marines in a pretty good position. They are going to be able to take a decent fight. Oh, but in the middle of the map, it looks like SERRAL connected on a bunch of Marines as well. Was it worth it? Maybe not, but certainly not bad. And it is 2-2 versus 1-1, which means that Special trying to find a good fight is a Herculean task. And look at this, the Liberator almost getting entirely killed off before it even reaches the natural expansion. Just one single Queen Dart will take it down. Boom! Out of the sky it goes. And more of these Marines will get saved with the hot pickup. This is actually a pretty good fight here for Special. Does find a few Marines, or a few Zerglings without Baneleys, and find some Queens in that one little spot where they didn't have creep. But, oh, look at that. We do see the medevac get targeted down. And with that, SERRAL kills off a bunch of Marines. Special is forced to tap out, and GG is called. SERRAL takes the series 4-1. And thank you for watching another Alpha X replay cast.